Interesting. The more you know.
How long has it been? What are we talking about? What movie?
Hello and welcome to Cracking the Vault, the podcast where we're going through every Disney movie in order. My name is Xander.
I'm Jake.
I'm Trevor.
Today we're talking about 1948's Melody Time.
Music, we were just talking about that.
We were just talking about that.
We were?
Did Charlie...
Yes.
Oh!
Where were you?
I was lost for a second.
Like the piano?
Spaced out.
Were you lost like the piano?
I was thinking about my notes and then opened my phone and it was a video of me and Quentin dancing and I was like, ha. And then
Jake's
got
been
lost.
in another world through most of this night, I would say.
half of this movie I was like, uh-huh. And then the second half I was like, no, I don't want it anymore. I rejected it.
Just hard checked out.
This movie is good for just like the vibe.
No, anything I could think of distracted me. I'd be like, waffle? Waffle.
No, like...
waffle. And I was like, what?
I don't care about your waffles, Jake.
That was an example.
No, it's just this one you could like...
Pop-Tart.
Thanks, Jake. You could like sit there and it's not a movie I would just like sit at the couch and watch and deeply be invested in. It's like I'm cleaning the house, just have something fun on so I can look at it and be like, oh, cute.
We recently looked at a very similar movie, which was Make Mine Music. How does this compare to that for you guys?
Did I like Make My Music? I think that was
You
one I
really
liked.
liked Make Mine Music.
liked Make
Yeah,
Mine
I was like, I remember I really liked that one. That's one that I'd put on in the background. No, this one is not.
You don't want to look about trees.
Fuck Johnny Appleseed and fuck that fucking tugboat.
Those are the two most like actually kind of interesting ones.
The tree one I could.
There you
I
go.
got
I
2
was like-
seconds of that tree and was like,
2 seconds of it. It's like a 10-minute segment of tree. How'd you only get 2?
That's all I got from it. I remember the beginning where I was like, is this still Johnny Appleseed? And I said, no, this is the tree. And then I saw the tree and that's the last I saw of that.
Where were you?
On my phone.
You were literally on your
I
phone.
was literally checked out.
Jake, what about Make My Music did you like more than this?
Let me refer to my notes.
Okay.
Because it was a lot of the visuals I liked, a lot of the music. It had a lot of good water. I love the whale section just because of what my thoughts during it that I wrote down. I was like, this whale ain't doing opera. This whale does opera.
Yeah.
They killed the fucking whale. Heaven sold out. Wasn't getting it anyway.
Wait, this is notes for wrong movie.
No, yeah.
How do you
I
feel?
was I was just going through to remember.
Refresh.
Yeah, I liked the atmosphere and the look of the shorts a lot more. They were more captivating to me.
Make My Music in general is
It felt
kind of the
all
more...
the same, pretty much. It felt like the same animation style to me.
In
I was
Make
like-
Mine Music?
No, in Melody
Oh, in
Time.
Melody Time?
I was like,
That's
these
interesting.
feel all the same versus the other one. I was like, there's so many different things.
I think in Make Mine Music, it's very, like, they're doing some level of experimentation with the animation, and, like, Make Mine Music's, like, a very artistic movie, I guess. There is, like, a spectrum between Melody Time and Fantasia, and Make Mine Music is, like, right in the middle
In the
for
good
me.
spot.
It's why I'm surprised you don't like it more, Trevor, because I feel like Make Mine Music would be more up your alley than Fantasia.
It's more up my alley.
Melody Time, there's a lot of diversity in the animation styles and not a lot in, like, the pace of the shorts, I guess. Like, each short just feels very similar in, like, tone.
Mm-hmm.
They're all kind of upbeat and poppy and, like, have a narrator, I guess.
Yeah.
And they're very simple stories for the most part. I don't know. Thoughts?
Melody Time, man, it's... I don't know where I'd rate... What did I rate the last one? Do we know? Do you remember?
It was low.
I remember it's low. This one...
I think
Is
mine was
either-
like a 4.5 out of 5 or some shit. I know.
You
it's-
went insanely high because you felt like you had to.
I wish I wrote these down, at least my opinions.
I would still put it at a 4.5.
When's the recap that we wanted to do? Would we want to do like the seasons, but it was like the generations of Disney? When does that?
I think when we get to the end of the 40s, we will look back at everything, starting from Snow White down to Ichabod and Mr. Toad, and then going forward after that, it might be a year by year thing. Because their output increases a lot.
Yeah, this is where they start pumping, man. But yeah, no, that I like the kind of like it either can be a full episode or just at the end of that episode, see how long it takes to just like talk about our scales.
Yeah.
We'll have to go through all the episodes and see what we scaled. No, I still haven't done that.
Jake, you need to re-listen to some of these episodes.
Re-listen. You need to
I've
listen
only listened
to
to
any
like
of
the
them.
first two.
You've listened to like 2 of them.
You need to know your opinions.
I just don't care about what I have to say because I said it. And I'm like, I do not care about this because these are my thoughts.
I don't care about what I have to say.
I'm like, I already said it. I don't want to listen to myself say it to me.
Well, I know. I think it's just interesting to listen back on our conversations sometimes.
We say some good, interesting things.
I forget about because we always do this at 12 o'clock at night.
I know. I always forget what I say, which is why I'm like, I don't want. That's probably why I don't want to listen. So I'm like, I don't know what I said. I talked about the movie and a lot of other stuff.
Curiosity killed the cat. I'm the cat that's killing because I want to know.
I'd rather just be like, yep, it's a conversation that I had. We recorded.
Yeah, but no, this movie. I think it has to be put lower than what I did before. I just don't remember what I did before, so now I'm scared to see what it's.
I think you did 1 for Make My Music.
Which that makes me.
Oh yeah, because I tried to do a half, and you were like, no, I did do. Wait.
You were supposed to write all this down. Just
Yeah.
I will go back and show you the clip where we're like, Xander, you do this.
I'm aware. I have more free time now. Oh yeah, that's going on.
Life.
I finally have something interesting to bring to the table, which is I am freshly unemployed. So
not his fault though.
Not my fault in the slightest. I work for a small business, and the owner of that small business didn't pay his business license. So I was like trying to do my job, and the fucking sheriff came to me and said, "You can't do this." And I was like, "All right." I wanted to go home early anyway.
I didn't want to be here anyway.
You're not allowed to do this. Thank God.
You're not allowed to do this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Trevor, what's in your life? Susical just ended.
Yeah, the show ended, which again, when this airs, probably ended a while ago.
This is all about what's happening now.
I know.
That's why with the recaps there.
What else is happening now with me? I'm.
Good job.
Are you happy,
Yeah, I'm happy.
Trevor?
Trevor?
Excited for a break?
Wait, is this a therapy session? What's about to happen right now?
Trevor, how is your sex life?
That's a different podcast.
I told you we need another podcast.
What did we call that?
Sex life.
Sex life. What did we talk about? That just sex life?
Yeah, that's it.
We sit there, Jake. I'm lonely. Trevor, I fucked twice today.
Xander has whatever his input is.
I have.
Which I don't think I've ever heard his input in this. I'm always just like, Trevor's like, yeah, we did this and this. There's one time we did this, and I was just like,
Have you ever fucked on a ceiling? Because I have. And let me tell you all about it today.
No, that's what it is like, though. For a little bit, when we were both in relationships, we had a thing where every time we do it, we'd say done. It doesn't matter what time of day, where we are.
I remember that bit.
As soon as I would finish, I'd lean over, grab my phone, and go, done.
It was
knew about it.
It was my favorite bit that me and Jake ever did.
That is fantastic.
I don't do it anymore though, because now it's just weird when it'll just be a whole bunch of my duns.
My life. Mhm.
Got it. Understood.
I got my first paycheck. It was like twice the amount that I was making before, which made me
to be fair, you
happy.
did like 3 doubles, which it's.
I'm doing a double tomorrow. I did one yesterday.
I know. Again, if it's a corporation like that, I'm assuming overtime is double, right?
No, I just clock in and clock out, have my break, then I clock in again.
I know, but if you go overtime, if you go over 8 hours, like Chipotle, when you went
I
over
think
8 hours,
if I work over 8 hours, it is overtime.
So if you worked a double,
yeah, I'm really doing.
That's pretty much you're
9 or
doing
10
a shift
hours.
and then another shift
and a half.
doubled. So that's.
But no, I really like it. It's a good job. Go Chili's. I'm a chili head.
The guy's really nice. He gave me, again, when I told you the story where a baby was
I
crying,
like ramen.
and he felt really bad, so he gave all my entire like $5 gift coupons off.
He's just so old.
That's cool.
He is.
We'll say something in the headset. He'll just be like, okay. And then we're like, what did he say? Oh, he said okay.
It was.
And I was like, okay.
My favorite thing was when we were there and Steve and him were talking, and I don't know what they were talking about because I wasn't listening, but Steve was like da da da, and the guy just went, what? Leaned in like the most old man went like, like it was just like a, what? I was like Jesus.
That's working at Chili's. I have seen some of the oldest people to ever exist. I swear to God.
Yeah, because who the fuck still goes to Chili's?
Like, you apparently. You were just there.
My mom went. She was like, want to get dinner? I was like, yeah. Where? And she's like, Chili's, and I was like, wow, okay. Never been there since 8th grade.
No, we went during Winterfest my freshman fucking year. Anywho,
So sorry, my junior year, 5 years ago. 4, 5.
some amount of time. Anywho, there was this one lady who came into a wheelchair that was literally like, you know, with the SpongeBob, that chocolate. Literally her. She was like,
Okay.
rolled up, and I was like, holy.
So Jake works at Chili's now.
There's a lot of old people, is what I'm
There's
saying.
a lot of old people.
Disney news: Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 hit Disney Plus.
Yes, it did.
It did?
Yeah.
Loki season 2 full trailer came out.
I didn't watch it, but I heard K.V. Kwan is looking fine in it.
They're all looking fine.
I give 0 shits about Loki. Fun fact.
Have you
That
seen
breaks
it?
my heart.
Yes.
That's
I hate
wow.
I just rewatched the entirety of season 1 like
I
2
watched
weeks ago.
season 1 with my boyfriend because he wanted to watch Loki and he loved it. I didn't.
I personally, you don't follow this shit at all. Reception to Phase 4 of Marvel, which is what.
There's fucking phases.
Yeah.
There's been phases for a while, bud.
I don't care. I'm just.
Trevor, we're going to talk about those on
This
this
will be
podcast.
on the podcast.
This is gonna be entire new fucking. I didn't know they were called phases. I didn't know there was phases of Marvel.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So the last phase was very like poorly received overall. But like Loki to me, that's the one good thing.
What
that
else came out in that phase?
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is the other good thing.
Okay.
I will pull up the list right now.
I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I think, is in that list. Hawkeye may be in that list.
One second.
WandaVision might be in that list.
This is all.
Trying to think of stuff that came out in that time period of TV show madness.
Okay. So, in order, I believe it goes WandaVision,
Yep.
Falcon and Winter Soldier,
Yep.
Loki,
Mhm.
What If,
Oh, I forgot. I liked What If a lot.
Black Widow, Shang-Chi.
Didn't see that. Just saw the end of Shang-Chi like a month ago.
Fucking Eternals.
I never watched that one.
Eternals is kind of nuts. Eternals is.
I need to watch it because Rachel's like losing it. But
Hawkeye.
Yep.
Moon Knight.
Oh, I forgot about Moon Knight.
Then it's Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
I'm glad you did.
Miss Marvel.
Mm-mm.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
I watched some of Miss Marvel. I did like that one. I love Christian Bale.
Thor: Love and Thunder is easily my bottom for MCU movies.
I like
It's
Christian
easily the
Bale.
I love what Christian Bale's doing. I think the movie around him is god awful.
Yes, I wasn't very good. I like the goats though, and I liked fucking Zeus.
What am I forgetting? Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Haven't seen it yet.
I watched the first.
The first is good.
No, the first like 30 minutes. I've seen the first one. We watched the first one, me and my boyfriend, and I got like through the first like 20 minutes of the second one.
I had sex.
And
I know that's what happened.
no, I
read a fucking book. Sure, bud.
Yes. Why did you call me out like that?
Because I know it.
That was at Disney, just so you know.
Wow.
Disney World.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. I'm happy for you.
That poor fold-out couch.
That's
Anything
everything in
else?
Phase 4. Phase 5 has had 2 movies and a TV show. Quantumania, Guardians 3, and fucking Secret Invasion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Jake, what were your Phase 4 thoughts, like, as a Marvel fan?
I watched like half of them, as I just explained.
Yeah.
It was the stuff that I liked, I really liked, and the stuff I didn't like, I couldn't care less about.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, fucking Doctor Strange, I thought it was alright.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wasn't like enthralled by it. I like the first one a lot more. But,
Yeah, that's fair.
And I like, if anything, I prefer to watch Doctor Strange and What If during his episode, because I love that episode. But yeah, the stuff I liked, I really liked. The stuff I didn't like, I could care less about.
Which is sad, because I'm sure you were one of the people who like followed every movie as it was.
Oh, I was following everything.
I wasn't.
Oh, She-Hulk.
She-Hulk rules.
I love She-Hulk because of Daredevil. He's the saving grace for me.
He's a great episode, but I think all of her episodes are
No, she's just really good.
The only thing I've seen from She-Hulk is that she twerks and she does this really funny clap move where she claps her hands together, and that became a
It's
meme
the
for a
Hulk
little bit.
thing. Hulk does it first.
Yeah, but he has like really big muscles, and when he goes like, she just goes, and it's really funny.
Okay.
And it became a meme.
The CG is like terrible. That's
Yes.
part of why.
Why does She-Hulk have to twerk?
Why is
You
this
know,
relevant?
that's like the one thing I didn't like was when they
The
pulled
amount of
whole
people that have like a
Megan Thee
dummy
Stallion thing, and I was
mommy
like, what the
fetish.
fuck is happening here?
I thought it was really funny.
You
I
wanna-
saw it online. I was like, oh, this is a funny fake thing, and then I watched. No, it.
The amount of people
happened?
that have a dummy mommy fetish, I bet you raved about
That's a
She-Hulk.
plot point in the show. She dates someone who's...
No, yeah, that is.
You can tell me. I don't care about she.
We're gonna watch it at some point, but there's a...
You're gonna make me
We're
wait
watching
until
everything.
years.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna make me wait years.
You can watch it whenever you want.
Absolutely not.
So it's up to you to wait.
I don't care. I don't care that much. I just kind of want to know right now. And if you're not gonna tell
But
me, I just don't
there's
care.
just like a character in the show who's very into like She-Hulk specifically, and then
Crush
she's
me, mommy.
and
No.
then she's able to like transform into her normal form, and she does that, and he's like,
Ew.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
They stole her blood, but I still didn't understand why they did that.
They sold her blood.
Stole.
They steal her blood, and then in the last episode, she's like, "This is a really boring plot," and goes to the head of Marvel, and it's like, "Can we not?" I don't love that episode, like execution wise, but I, love the swing.
because I thought it was very clever.
It's kind of a self-own if they're saying everything they make is generated by an algorithm
Yeah,
that just
like
puts out the same thing over and over again.
I was like, it's a good funny joke that I enjoy a lot. But yeah, She-Hulk.
I forgot to mention Werewolf by Night. Did you watch Werewolf by
I
Night?
did because I was
I don't
curious.
even know what the fuck. All the other ones I've at least heard
It's
about.
black and white.
It's great. It's like really cool.
I don't care what color it is.
It says it's a horror movie, but it is not in the fucking slightest.
It's normal Marvel shit, but it's like made to seem like a classic monster movie from like the 30s.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I highly suggest you watch it.
Is it on Disney Plus?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was curious about it one day, so I was like, I'm gonna watch it. And I was like, oh, this is.
Would Trevor still
Okay.
hate it? Probably.
Probably.
But like, it's a
But
better
I'm
shot than
adjusting it.
most.
Yeah.
Most Marvel movies I don't enjoy.
I think you
I don't-
enjoy it. It
I don't
doesn't
get
feel
why.
like Marvel.
Huh?
This one doesn't feel like Marvel, so I think you'll be okay.
Well, there is like it's weird. The ones that are like everyone knows about, even the not Marvel fans that know about those movies, those are the ones I tend to like, which I think is just because everyone.
Which
likes
would
them.
be Marvel.
Dude, I have not heard that spoken until right now. I've never heard that Werewolf by Night until tonight at this moment.
Fair enough. don't know what to tell you.
I don't think that's a famous one that everyone knows.
No, it's
about.
not.
I was just talking about that, and then you're like, yeah, like Werewolf by Night.
You said
So
the ones
you
that
like-
no one talks about is the ones you like.
The ones that everyone talks about is the ones I like.
So you like the Avengerses and
like
you like
some of the
God.
Avengers.
See?
It's the what was the one? The one with I almost said Thor. I mean Thor isn't it? Thanos, the Jesus Christ.
You like
Endgame
Infinity
or
War.
Infinity
Yeah, I
War?
like that one and Endgame. Those two I liked.
You like the Guardianses.
Yeah, I like
Sure.
the third one is the one I dislike the most, but at the same time like the most. I don't know how the third one still. I think it's just because it's so new. It sits weird with me.
The third one
I
is
agree.
the worst of the 3 Guardians movies, while also being better than most Marvel movies.
Yes.
It's
Um,
the third one's good. I've never cried so many tears in one movie.
I feel like a Heartless Bastard. I did not cry much at Guardians 3.
Anytime something like the beginning of the movie,
I
was
didn't
like,
at all, but I didn't like that it made me so sad. I didn't cry, but I was like, why is this so sad?
Who's the guy who voices the fucking raccoon?
Sean
Cooper.
Gunn and then Bradley Cooper.
Yes.
Yeah, whoever does the fucking scream.
Bradley Cooper.
Oh my Jesus.
I know.
That hurt me. That like seeing I was like, oh, that's really sad that this happened.
When he says hurt.
I
When they
there's
killed the Rose. Thieves.
R.I.P.
I love thieves.
that entire scene is where I just flowed. I was leaking.
So sad. So very sad.
I was leaking. I was again and watching it the second time, same thing. My shirt soaked. I was damp, and that's not even a joke. That movie like hurt me. That movie made me feel, and even the second time when I knew it was coming, I was in pain.
What
Like,
rules about the Guardians movies is that they're the only things in the MCU that have genuine like heart to them,
Mhm.
and James Gunn was just kind of able to prove himself to the point of they're like, you can do whatever you want, you can make this as dark and fucked up and genuinely emotional as you want, and also, you know, he balances that out very well.
Yeah.
I love those movies so much. I am excited to one day talk about them on the podcast, whether we do the Marvel movies early or whether it takes like 10 years for us to get to them.
we haven't.
Let's talk about the movie.
I was like, what is this?
All my notes are only water notes, so I will do that first.
Okay,
Because
go for it.
it's actually there's one other, and it's at the beginning. It racist warning.
There's always
Didn't know there was gonna be one, and it was there, and I was like, oh, good to know.
creeps up on you sometimes, the racist warnings.
Yeah. So water. At the beginning there was a frozen pond that split during the ice skating thing. 7 out of 10. Cool aesthetic. Johnny Appleseed River. 5 out of 10. All right. The waterfall from Johnny Appleseed. 4 out of 10. It's supposed to say not it, bro, but it says no tit, bro.
No tit?
Yeah. So that's a no tit. Toot opening water. 8 out of 10. Pretty good. Trees opening water, which is the only thing I caught from that, was 5 out of 10. The Samba water was a 6 out of 10. The Pecco Bill eye water, 4 out of 10. Pecco River water, 5 out of 10. Overall, I'm going to give it... 5.5 out of 10.
Okay.
What a nice water.
Just nice and in the middle.
That's, yeah, it's all 5.
It's a little bit above
4,
average.
a 7, and an 8. So I was like, that's about a 5.5.
It's a wee bit above average.
A wee bit above average.
0.5.
Average.
Counted in myself.
36. It was 37 last year. That's my impression of that man.
I'm going to go through this
That-
sequence.
That actor, now that he is grown up, is so hot.
Mm-hmm.
Neville.
I wish I
Neville
could-
too.
Neville.
What a
yes.
glow up.
Neville too. Oh my god. I wish I could glow up like that.
I know.
Because it's scary.
That's
how
what I
these-
thought was gonna happen, and it didn't.
I remember being like in middle school and looking at high school is like, but wow, those bros are adults.
If you go back and look now, high schoolers from like 2011 look like adults. I'm like, what happened to our
I know,
generation?
I was like, but I was in high school, I felt like a literally little dweeb.
I still think back then high schoolers looked more adult than I do now. I was like, what is this? This feels like a college campus.
It's
And
just-
you're like, nah, these are ninth graders.
Just all stayed looking like children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my face barely changed. The only thing that changed about it was a fucking beard.
I was that for a little bit because I shaved.
Yeah.
Now you look like a 10-year-old.
Yeah, it is a weird look. Like I don't like the not having a beard.
It's very strange.
Why didn't you just trim it?
I don't have.
I told you I had. You
Yeah,
literally
but
could
I
have used
was
it now.
already thinking about shaving it all off, and I was like, I might as well. It'll grow back.
I mean, it will. It's just.
Where's my hair? My hair, I'm like, I'm not cutting. I don't care if it grows fast. No touchy.
No touch.
The beard,
I don't know what I'm doing with my hair. It's still
It's
gray.
purple.
It is purple. It's a cool purple. I just don't know what I'm doing with it. I'm just letting it grow. Specifically just the top.
Let it grow.
So
That's-
this movie
Thank you.
starts with faces that get painted to life.
Mr. DNA.
I'm Mr.
A
DNA.
dinosaur.
Is that quoting something that I don't
Jurassic
know?
Park.
Jurassic Park.
It's a little DNA guy. He's Mr. DNA. And
There's-
he says dinosaur.
I have no clue what you're
I just
talking.
watched Jurassic Park the other day.
Jurassic
Because
Park.
I wanted to.
The hot take, Jurassic Park fucking slaps.
I thought you were going to say, because that's not a hot take.
I want to go
That's
back.
the
and-
joke,
I was-
Jacob.
That's why I was scared. I was like, what are you about to say, sir?
Who can shit on Jurassic Park? Trevor, are you gonna
No,
shit on
I was
Jurassic
gonna say I
Park?
want to go on the Velocicoaster again because that was really fun.
I
thought I was gonna die on that.
I've yet to go on that.
They have the like only the on the hips. I mean on the lap. They only put things on your lap. That's it. And it went upside down, and my butt went out from the seat, and I was like, I'm dead.
I remember you thought that it wasn't going to go upside down because of the...
Yeah, and again, when you go upside down, you do the, but there was just like a little like, fucking things that just press against your thighs, and I'm like, wow, this is obviously not meant for someone with as big a size as me. And then we, 3, 2, 1, blasted the fuck off, and yeah, I was like, oh, we're fine. And then we went straight up, and then we started going sideways, like, oh, we're just going sideways, and then it fucking did a loop, and I was like, okay, this is when I died, because every time with that one loop that went above the water, my butt. Because we went on it twice, but my butt came up from the seat, and I thought I was dead. Because it like I had to like clench against the thing and like to make sure, because I felt like if I would have just been like enjoying the ride and loosened, I would have slipped out. Probably not. Probably definitely not because of how new the ride is. But that's what my brain thought. I was like, I'm just gonna spaghetti noodle out of this fucking. Do you have a problem, Jake? What's funny? I'm talking about how I almost died on
The amount of
Velocicoaster.
tangents we've been on because we
We
don't want to
don't
talk
wanna talk
about
about
this
it.
episode.
Again,
It's hilarious.
I can already tell you, I don't need to talk about it. This is a half a,
It's like you
half star.
Okay,
Really?
let's,
Yeah.
That
I
bad?
don't want to talk about this episode at all. I don't
We
care
should
about this
we should
episode.
get into the movie a little bit. That is so funny if we
Me and
just
Trevor were like, nope, that's it.
Xander, what's your final score? 1 out of 5.
I
Painted mouths.
1 out of 5 apples.
No. 1 out of 5 painted.
No, I
mouths.
don't like
give it
that.
2.5 painted. I give it a 2 faces and a half.
Two faces and a half. I get a half a face. The first half of the face that is made in the movie, that's the best part.
Wow.
I give this no fucking face. This is nothing to me.
This cannot be a 0.
No, this movie means absolutely nothing to me.
It is. You even rated the aircraft one.
Uh-huh. At least it kept
So
my
you're
interest.
saying you would rather watch the airplane
I've never
one.
been more checked out of a movie than this fucking movie.
Out of all of movies,
Quantumania is a close second. But I watched the first 10 minutes of Quantumania. I was like, I'm going to go rearrange my room.
We're talking. You're saying. Not
Melody
at all.
Time.
This is a
I'm
movie.
never watching this movie ever in my fucking life.
That is a real hot take.
I have no feelings for this.
I could imagine there's like at least I would watch segments in this movie.
Like, this movie could not exist, and
Would I
I'd be
give would I give the
completely okay.
airplanes though? Did I give that a half?
you gave that like 1.
Okay, it can't be lower than the airplanes, but it can't be.
You can change your rating.
My airplanes one's a half. If it was with anything else, it's a half now. This one is a 1.
Okay.
This one is a 1. Because again, there's segments in this, like the samba one. I could watch that again. That one's cool. I like the abstract of it. I like the music of that one. The bee one is cool. I like the bee. He's a dope guy just trying to live his life, but music hates him. Trees, I could give no shits about. The ice skating one was okay in the beginning, the first one.
I don't like that one. I find the song boring. I find the story boring. There's nothing engaging to me.
That's
the characters.
That's like it make interesting though. It's not just about here's what a tree is and it looks pretty.
There's at least like some semblance of a story.
Like I don't like it. I'm not saying it's good. It's just that it's not just like here's a tree, goodbye tree.
That's that one song apparently. It's about the fucking tree.
No, you have to forget it looks up to God and prays to God every day.
Is that what it was about?
The tree ends with the tree in the shape of a cross.
Yeah.
Because when I think of things that give me hope, I think of a symbol of torturous death.
Yeah. You know the thing that someone hung on and you just look at it and you're like, wow, that gives me a lot of hope.
Really, really the weirdest thing about Christianity. That's the only problematic thing about Christianity, actually.
Don't listen to this grandma.
Sorry.
She sent me my Bible verse today. She does that every day.
I know.
Every Bible verse. And I'm just like, I haven't responded once. Although she can see I've been looking at it. I'm the one person that I can't have notifications on my phone. So I have to look at everything at least once. I leave a lot of people on red because of that. It's just because I'm like, I have to get the notification away. And then I forget to answer the people that talk to me. I'll edit this into
anything else.
I'll edit that into at the beginning for how I'm doing. You
like the Bumble Boogie segment?
Yes.
What do you think of Johnny Appleseed?
Fuck Johnny Appleseed.
Why do you hate Johnny Appleseed? Genuinely.
All I remember is the only time I've ever known about him. It was the only time I figured out that he existed. It was sometime in elementary school, at least second or third grade, and I remember not giving a shit about this man at all, and I to this day still do not give a shit about Johnny Appleseed.
I remember learning about Johnny Appleseed because of this short.
I just remember in class, it was like around Thanksgiving time or something, we were talking about specifically Johnny Appleseed, and I was like, I don't care.
I learned about Johnny Appleseed in class too. I don't remember why.
We both went to Fremont, so.
But why?
Because Fremont.
We had apple pie.
Uh-huh.
We had apple juice.
It was all apples because it was Johnny Appleseed.
Whoa, what?
It might have been when we made the little paper coontail things. As I still have mine in a box somewhere.
Out of paper? Oh my god, yeah, you're right. I think
it's like the construction paper you pull from the giant wheel that's outside that you never knew what it was until they were like, yeah, this is construction paper.
Oh
and
yeah,
like,
the wheel of paper, you're just like, what is this? What is this in the hallway?
And then like, it's paper and you're like...
I remember I would see like the bigger kids use it and I'm like,
like out of the art class would go and like tear it, you're like...
No, because through the huge hallways all you hear is...
These are experiences you never had. I'm so sad about that.
Yeah.
He didn't have the giant paper wheel.
I'm so sorry you didn't have the giant paper wheels. There was like 4 different colors and kids didn't know what to do with it.
There was only like one in each hallway, so you had to go find it. It was like, where
and
is
the
it?
teacher would never let you touch it because the blades to cut the paper were just out in the open, by the way. Also the big things, the things you stack the paper on, it's like the big handle and you go and it cuts the paper. Yeah, those teachers never let you touch. I kind of wanted to touch on those because I was like, would it like remove all my fingers in one blow? That was a genuine thought I had, by the way.
I did too, and I was always wondering if I could put my fingers under the little lip that was there. I was like, can I get my fingers under that little bridge to chop them?
No is a no, because I tried. I also accidentally copied 50 pages of a scan of my hand in high school because I was.
Of course, I was in high school.
It was like sophomore year, and I was making copies for for like little monologues, and I put my hand on the scanner thing, and I was just resting it, and I accidentally pressed scan and didn't realize it was going, so it was on my phone. And then looked down at the 50 notes of paper, and it was my palm. And I was like, what the fuck? And yeah, and then I had to do it, and Andy was like, what took so long? And I was like, I made a mistake. It's fine now. And
I made a mistake.
she doesn't know what the mistake is to this day. So all I know, I was the only one in that office filled in. Let me tell you, I was like, wow. If anyone ever looks at this recycling, they're going to be very confused because they're just going to keep picking up paper and keep seeing my hand. Anyways, this movie, I don't know why this movie
at all. Specifically this movie, this perfectly mid movie.
It's fine. It's genuinely fine. Like, there is other movies that I would put at a 0.
I've never checked out of a movie so fucking hard.
That's so impressive, genuinely.
Because I was like, how many things are there? And you're like 7, and we were on 4, and I think that's the last one I remember, which was Johnny Appleseed.
Remember Little Toot?
Fuck that tugboat. Okay. He committed war crimes.
He like bombs a city with a boat.
I mean, do you not?
He was arrested and banished, and then he saved. Did he save? I didn't really get the end of it.
He like saved a boat from a storm, and
to be fair, he didn't. He just gave out an SOS.
Well, more reasons. Fuck Little Toot.
Little Toot just is a little gremlin. That one, meh.
Blame It on the Samba.
That one's cool.
It's okay. It reminds me of. It's like a little taste of Saludos Three Caballeros.
Yeah, I think it was just because they knew they got money for that, so they're like, if we do this again, people will love it. And I think it's true because I loved it. Again, I didn't love it. Like, I'd rather watch something else. But like, if I were to watch this movie again, I would just look up clips. That's why it's a 1 for me. Is because like I love this movie in clips.
I'm never gonna think about this movie ever again, except for Johnny Appleseed. I'm not gonna remember that.
And someone's gonna say Seed, Apple, or Johnny, and this is the first thing that's gonna come to your head.
Winter Soldier words, not Fright Car 8. No, it's Seed, Apple, and Johnny.
Seed, Apple, Johnny.
I've never seen Winter Soldier, or if I have, don't remember it.
And yet you complain that you're confused during these movies.
This movie?
Winter Soldier is my #1 movie of all fucking time.
All time? I thought it was.
Across the Spider-Verse actually just topped it. I forgot. It's second now.
What happened to Toy Story? Where's Toy Story? Oh wait, no,
that's my
Disney.
favorite Pixar movie.
Yeah, you're right. That's Disney.
I don't think I've ever claimed that it's my favorite movie of all time.
My favorite movie
Disney.
of all time is, guess what? Shocker.
Bambi 2.
No.
I can't wait to hear that sound.
It's Bambi
3.
I hope not.
The Bambi Saga.
Bambi 3, isn't that?
Yeah, it was called Dreamscape. We went
Sorry.
through that.
I was just thinking of Cinderella. Isn't the third one where they get the weird time travel shit? Is that the third one?
In the third Cinderella?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. They made 3 Cinderellas.
The third one?
I've only seen that. Wait,
the third one's kind of good.
Yeah. Most of them only went to 2. For some reason, Cinderella got a 3.
Cinderella really needed
we have
that
Little
third
Mermaid
one.
2.
Cinderella's the only one that got a 3.
Cinderella has
We should
others.
do commentaries when we get mics. We should do commentaries on the Disney sequels. That's my opinion.
They're fun little random where it's like they made another.
Yeah.
They did.
How many others has 2s? Little Mermaid, obviously,
Bambi.
and
You're gonna make me look
Lion
this up.
King.
Okay.
Lion King. Lion King was a 1.5 as well.
Mm-hmm. So I guess they have 3 too.
Toy Story, obviously. Duh. It's got full movies. Cars has the sequel. Incredibles has a 2.
Aladdin has 2 sequels.
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Beauty and the Beast has 2 sequels.
Yo, you're right. You were totally.
It does?
Yes.
It has The Enchanted Christmas and Belle's Magical World. The Disney sequels are truly so horrible. I think we should go through all of them.
When they got money from one of them, they were like, we need to continue. We need to milk it. And then they milked it and they're like, oh, too much.
Wait a minute.
It was deep in the Eisner era where he was just like, we need to pump as much money as possible.
You know what?
from
They
it.
did, I
Everyone
guess.
got a full glass of milk and
Did
couldn't
Peter
hold
Pan
anymore.
get it too?
Did which one?
Peter Pan.
Yes.
It got a second one, yeah.
Remember, isn't it called like Wendy or something?
It's called Return to Neverland.
Return to Neverland.
And it's Wendy's daughter or granddaughter.
Wendy's daughter.
Wendy's
daughter. I only know that from Hook. That's the reason why I know that. It's from that movie.
What else?
There's a lot of like
Didn't Rescuers get?
Rescuers Down Under. Rescuers Down Under fucking rules.
Yeah, I was like, that's a good.
Yeah, isn't that the one that had the naked woman in it?
No, that's the first one.
first one, yeah.
Obviously the better movie.
Because I don't know what was happening with Disney then, but they were wild.
They just wanted to get away with shit.
If I was an animator,
It was one
I would try to
animator-
sneak things in too.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
you know, I'd be leaving little Easter eggs in
It was
movies that I don't
one
tell
animator
anybody.
being like, to boobs, and put that there.
What if there was? It was like a group of guys that were like, what if there was a lady in the window, naked, and they were like,
I mean, it's there for like 3 frames.
Do you think
so, like,
do you
they
think
made a
totally
pact.
got
do
away
you think
with
they
it.
got a consensual picture of that person? Or?
No.
absolutely not.
Makes it-
No,
They were
I mean,
all in
they
their
probably like cut it out of
apartments.
like a magazine or something, you know?
They were all in their apartments drawing. They looked up and they saw it and they were like, oh, we gotta put this in.
One guy just happened to have a camera with him in his apartment.
Roll,
Just
roll,
looked
roll.
up and they were all in his apartment talking about this movie and just went, get it!
Show your tits.
She has her window open, boys.
Oh my god.
One of my
I'm
favorite
so
Turbo
sorry.
quotes. She's got a window open, boys.
No, what is also in Little Mermaid, like the original like photo has the dick in the.
Yeah, it looks like a penis.
dick-
It doesn't look like it is.
No,
There was no way
it's
that
a
is
palace
drawn.
of dicks.
No, there's only one.
There is one.
They're all phallic.
They're all phallic, but have you seen
But
the
no,
one?
there is one that is. It's a penis. And then they changed it and everything because everyone was like, it's a penis. I believe on Disney Plus they also took out the naked woman.
Is the other one on?
Here.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's genuinely just a penis. And doesn't the like one guy get a boner in it?
The priest, it's his knees, but the perspective makes it look like he's just a short man with a boner.
It's the funniest thing I've heard.
What? Wow, real diagram. Scrotum, penis. Thanks. Thank you. This looks like a high school. Like, this is what a
That's
penis
what somebody
is.
drew in like
This
a
is my
textbook.
essay.
Oh, you never got those? Did you ever get those? I don't know how, like, fucking... Where'd the word go? I just said it.
Essay?
No, the big books that... Like the history book, and people would write shit in them.
What's the yearbooks?
No.
No.
What's the name for them?
I just. Wait. Wait a second. Are they just called history books? Like, what are you thinking of them?
Just like any one of them. It could be math, it could be...
Textbook?
Textbook, that's
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Fuck.
That was
You'd like pull out like your English textbook and it'd be like some fucking poet and there's like a face drawn on it and it's like some random shit. That's what that reminds me of. Where it's like
In
penis
every
scrotum.
single science book I had, this one kid always on page 69 just wrote nice. On there was 200 books, 200 huge books. In a fight, he would always get a different one and write the word nice. And he got through all 200 during the entire year. Like he would fight because they were all labeled 1 through 60, and that's how the teacher knew if someone stole a book or not. Which why would they be stealing a fucking book? Which I guess happened. But now she does that, so no one steals a book, so she knows she has all 60. He fucking every
He
single
did it.
one. He would bribe people to get that. And he was like, no, I'm on number 4 today. Give me that book. And he did it. Every single one had on page 69 it said nice. I don't know if those books are still there.
That reminds me of Thespians when we took a Bible and
Read
the
it.
Bible and a
Don't-
bunch of different pages
This is
and
gonna
we're
anger
throwing
s-
it through the balcony and then it landed in a bush.
We were throwing it up and down a floor. Don't play with the Bible, kids.
We were writing in the Bible too. Don't do that. Is that against the Bible rules?
To write in it and then throw it down a...
Writing in general. Like,
Yes,
can
you're
I
not
make
allowed to-
notes in it like an English teacher?
Unless it's one specifically written for notes. Like there's ones where it has a page on the side and then notes on that one. You're allowed to write in it. But I don't think, aren't you not allowed to write in it?
I mean, you can do whatever you want with it.
I mean, like if it's like it's like, I thought there was a rule like if like, of course it's like because it's the church's property, you're not allowed to write in it. But if it's like in the church, you're not allowed to like mark it in it.
I mean, no, plenty of people like
buy them and then they have like, I know I've seen
they'll
people
take
come.
plenty of notes, but
Yeah, I was like most people buy the ones that have like the notes on the side on.
What's this?
for the sake of completeness, just real quick, Pecos Bill. Any thoughts?
No.
Any thoughts on the restaurant?
Where the fuck did she
Did
The
go?
restaurant?
Yeah, Pecos Bills.
In the Magic Kingdom, there's a Pecos Bill restaurant.
I know that because you know what? I didn't care about it.
Got great burgers.
Never been interested in it.
I
Never.
don't understand how. What are those called? Not bloomer. What's the things? The thing that made her jump.
The bustle.
Bustle. What is everyone just okay with her blasting off to the fucking? No one does anything. He missed once, doesn't try again. He missed once and like she's gone.
I think it was he missed once, but at that point she was already up in the space.
But then it converted to nighttime. He did it in the day. He missed once in the day.
As she got further up, it goes further into the night.
But it was nighttime there. Where they were, it was nighttime.
Was it?
Yes.
You know we haven't gone on talking about that.
She bounces, goes up, it transitions to nighttime, and she comes back down and goes up higher, and then.
I don't know if it's nighttime or if it's just her getting closer to space.
Well, no, because then as soon as it pans back down, it's nighttime on the city, and it pans right to see his naked, his clothes, and then pans over to him howling at the moon. That's how the sequence goes.
I don't trust you because I didn't pay enough attention, and I don't believe you.
Okay, we did it. We talked about the movie.
Well, no, wait,
did
no.
the bare minimum of this podcast.
No, this episode is. I'm sorry.
Have fun listening to whatever you listen to.
I hope no one.
You deserve better for your time, and I'm sorry that you spent it listening to this.
I hope no one enjoys this movie.
If you wanted an episode that was just us talking, if you wanted a little insight to our daily conversations, watch this episode.
Yeah.
This is gonna be called.
This episode is.
This is gonna be called
Melody Time. We talk about anything else but Melody Time.
This
Everything but Melody Time.
Melody-
Cracking everything but Melody Time.
Melody Time, the life update. That's
Any
what
Kingdom Hearts corner for this shit?
No.
Any fucking
Absolutely
conspiracy
not.
theories for this movie?
Tell me a single person that this movie is their favorite movie. They don't exist. This movie doesn't exist. We all dreamed this movie.
I would believe that in a heartbeat.
Melody Time isn't a thing. It's always Melody Time, and it's just in our brains.
Wake up.
You know how
That was
Jacob.
weird timing.
you know how every computer has something installed on it? Humans have Melody Time programmed into their brain.
It's in our OS.
It never existed as a real movie. It's just always existed in our minds.
Is that one game that they were like, the government made it, then took it away? It was an.
Polybius?
Uh-huh.
The fuck did you just say?
It's an old cabinet, like, arcade game that they were like suited up federal employees, like, going out and, like, checking them, and then were taking them away.
Why?
Exactly.
Just-
Nobody knows why.
Just this game,
And
they're
everyone's like, did we make this up? No, what happened?
So wait, they just came up and grabbed this game?
As far as I know, they
What
were
is
like
the game
literally
about?
Giving you seizures and
Yeah,
making
it was
you
like-
have LSD trips or whatever.
like trips or something, and suited people would come in and just like take the cabinets away.
Do you think I could find?
If you can find one, I think you break the internet.
You would break reality. There would be a hole in reality.
This is my entire goal in life.
Like that machine is in the like void space in Loki. That machine exists there. I think so does the machine from Cloudy With Meatballs. No, that's Spider-Verse, Part 1.
Yeah.
The machine is in that.
Yeah.
What are the fucking words you're saying?
You know the machine from Cloudy With
Guys,
Meatballs. That.
Why is that? Wait, that's in Into the Spider-Verse?
Yes, it is. It's in when at the end of the movie it flies by.
Why?
Because it's the same directors.
Understood. That makes sense. The directors would do that.
Why?
I'm just confused. Why the fuck in a Spider-Man movie there's fucking whatever he says.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
I literally just watched that movie last night. It holds up.
I love Cloud in the Chest. I hate the second one.
The second one is not good.
The best from the second one is there's a leak in the boat. And then the
Leak
the-
screen.
I'm obsessed with. There's just a frog that says
Butter.
butter.
And he gets sucked. And then he just.
There's when he cries with the blueberry and it's like all fucking.
I just want to let you know we're not having an ending. It's just gonna slowly fade out from this conversation.
Bye everyone.
No, there's no ending.
No, it's already faded.
It is